make sure I'm undue not to disturb. Yeah, so I've got like a bit of a weird driving history.
Talk to me.
So I tried manual a couple of times when I was younger.
Yeah.
I'm dyspraxic, so between that and my anxiety, I was crying before every lesson. I was a mess.
Oh.
So I wanted to go travelling, wanted a licence of some sort.
Yeah.
So thought I'd try automatic. Actually was okay with that.
Okay, good.
Then didn't drive for a year and a half until I got to New Zealand.
Wow.
And did like 5 months driving in New Zealand.
Okay.
And then that's it. So I've not driven again for another 6 months or so.
So when did you pass?
About 2 years ago now.
Okay. What side of the road do they drive on in New Zealand?
They're on the left still.
Okay, all right. Okay, so you are familiar with all of the road markings, all of the road signs, the rules of the road.
Yeah.
And for you then, it's more just about learning to control a vehicle that you need to change gear with yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping not too much anxiety about what's outside.
Well, that was kind of why I wanted to try again. Is like, because I just had this concept of I'm going to kill someone. I'm going to kill someone. I'm in a big thing. I'm going to kill someone. So now I know I'm capable of not killing someone, and I can think about the gears. So I'm like, I'll try again.
That sounds good. It sounds really, really good.
So I'm going to put my key in there.
What made you want to obtain this manual license then? Is there anything in particular?
Partially because it's so much cheaper to get a manual car second hand.
Yes. Yeah.
And then also my parents are in Ireland. They live in the middle of nowhere. So it would be handy being able to borrow their car when I'm over there, just to get like short-term insurance on them.
Right.
But yeah, I can't. They've only got an automatic, so just thought I'd have another go and try and open my options a bit more.
Right, that's lovely. It's a bit further away, but can you read that number plate on the van in front of us?
PO. She's gonna walk right in front of it.
She is.
PO.
PO Blue Coat.
You think they do it on purpose?
She heard.
No, I can't read.
Yeah, lovely. Okay, right. Let's talk about this. How would you like to go about your very first lesson? Would you like to just engine on, have a go? Would you like to focus more on the actual gear changing side, or would you like to start fresh with the safeties and the checks and
I think like I'm happy with checks and stuff.
okay.
I think because I am a bit nervous, if anything I probably over check. I mean, you might disagree and you might say I'm missing checks, but yeah, I think it's the gears that I want to concentrate on more, but I'm happy to kind of like start at the beginning and judge it based on how I am.
Okay. All right.
You know.
So I'm not going to focus too much on all of the safety side of the POM, the prepare, observe, move. I'm just going to focus primarily for today, unless I see some big issues, on what's going on here. So if we're talking about your lesson goal today, what would you like to achieve?
Probably just to like smoothly change gears without stalling.
So let's say from first to second, or would you like to work your way up through all of them?
I'd probably will get to Oldham State.
Sorry?
No?
What
well,
you
like,
probably will or won't?
Really? Probably won't.
Probably won't.
I don't think.
We'd have to go on the road. If
okay.
This is probably a little bit too short to make your way up to fifth. There's just not enough time, because before the time you get there, you're going to have to turn around again. And
yeah.
But if we focus on our upward gear changes to say about third, maybe fourth if we're feeling, feeling adventurous. But also our downward gear changes, because they're equally as important. All right.
Yeah.
Please do not worry if the car stalls, though.
Okay.
All right. It's not a problem. Jerry very rarely stalls, actually. He's a bit of a dude. What he does do is he goes into start-stop mode, which isn't an official stall. A stall is when the engine is cut out and you have to restart the engine. What Jerry does is the start-stop, and all you need to do is go down your clutch and he'll wake up again.
Okay.
So it's a lot quicker as well, and it's a lot less stressful, because stalling involves secure the car, engine neutral, handbrake up, restart the engine. You're sweating and there's cars behind you.
Panic,
Yes, with Jerry you don't get that problem. It's simply straight back down your clutch and he's like, I'm alive, which is really helpful. Okay. You know all about the bite point?
Yes.
Yeah.
It might need refreshing, but yeah.
So the bite point on this car, to get Jerry get those plates here in the vehicle to connect. Normally your car, your automatic will do that itself, but you need to do that. So these two plates are separate. When you're on the clutch, when you're down on it, they separate. And that allows you to get the car into gear. Without those plates separating, you just find that it won't go in at all.
Yeah.
So when they're separating, you're going to start lifting the clutch up again to bring them back together, which is how we get the car to move. When you bring them back together, you want to do that gently. Too harsh and you'll feel the plates kind of smacking together, and that's when we get kind of a bit of feedback, like that kind of feeling.
Right.
Jerry's bite point is about 3/4 of the way up.
Okay.
So if you were to go all the way flat down, those plates are separated, they're still separated, they're coming together, coming together, coming together, coming together, and about up here is where they finally meet. So all of that space from there all the way down to the ground is wasted, but you will get used to it. Every car is different. And then all you need to do is have a quick check. You're going to release your handbrake. So we've lost a little bit of the bite. Let's find a little bit more. Beautiful clutch control there. Oh, Hannah. It's lovely. Very nice. Really good. And if I asked you, Hannah, to find somewhere to pull up on the left-hand side.
Do the indicators on the right side.
Now, unlike an automatic, you are going to need to stop the car from stalling, and that's where you go down your clutch last minute. Well, I'm rather impressed. That's fine. He's just done that. He didn't do anything wrong. He does do that. If he's driven a little while, he's saving the environment. He's like, okay, you don't need me anymore. I'll turn off. That was, in my opinion, absolutely beautiful.
Okay.
It really was. It was so smooth moving off, very gentle, coming to a stop. It was really, really nice. So I'm going to ask you to do it again, but I'm just going to be really quiet and leave you to it, if that's all right.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. When you're ready, I'd like to move on.
Oh. Did not get it that time. Oh.
So pop your handbrake back up. Don't panic. You can come off the brake now. You're going to set your gas and find your bite. So set the gas to about 1.5, 2 if you're on a hill. And keep that gas set. So clutch up just a smidge. Keep lifting it up. It's a bit like a seesaw, isn't it? Well done.
First one was obviously a fluke.
No, it was not. And what we're going to do now is find somewhere safe, legal and convenient. What a beautiful, beautiful change. Yes, on the left hand side. Stay down on your clutch. That's it. Now it's in neutral. If you want to test to make sure it's in neutral, shake from left to right. It should be able to hop all the way over there, all the way back there. If it's still in third, it's just not going to move at all. Okay. So give it a little wiggle if you're ever unsure. Now you can relax, come off those pedals. Well done. Okay, that second gear change was lovely. Was really, really nice. Okay. What gear changes have you moved up through during your lessons very early days?
So I think I did get all the way to 5th on maybe like one occasion.
Okay.
But mostly just to 4th, I think.
Okay, mostly to 4th. So you're comfortable moving from 2nd to 3rd?
Yeah.
Without having to look too much, without losing control?
I think I was always scared of coming back down the gears, and the whole skipping gears thing, that made me nervous for some reason.
Okay.
So it was like I would cling on to the lower gears for as long as possible until I was told I had to go up.
Yeah.
Because then I have less to go down if I don't go up.
Okay. Well, it sounds to me like we might need to adapt the lesson plan ever so slightly and not focus too much on your upward gear changes or moving off, because you're actually fantastic at finding your bite. And I know I've only seen one gear change, but it was enough for me.
Okay.
If we want to focus on our downward gear changes, I don't want to throw you in the deep end or make you feel like I have. If we want to focus on that and try and get rid of that anxiety side, we are going to have to go out on the road
to go down.
and roundabouts are usually the best kind of practice for that.
I think they're where I used to get flustered quite a lot at the roundabout.
Yeah, is that you got flustered there because of the amount that you have to do.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
you know what you're looking for at roundabouts, don't you?
Yeah.
That side of it is not scary. You know that if you were in an automatic, you'd look where you're going, you'd position yourself, you'd apply the brake to slow yourself down, and then you'd look to see if it's safe to continue. All we need to do now is integrate a gear change with that. It's not that much.
Yeah.
So the downward gear changes, hopefully you'll be approaching these roundabouts as you normally would do in an automatic, let's say at about 25 miles an hour. You slow the car down to about 15, and then you want to start thinking about changing down to second gear, because that is the gear ideal for roundabouts.
Okay.
Do you think you'd be comfortable getting out on the road, getting up to about fourth gear, starting and stopping occasionally at some traffic lights, and then making a start on some roundabouts if I give you full support?
Yeah?
Yeah?
we can try.
Okay, if you ever at one point feel a little overwhelmed by it, we'll pull up and we'll maybe take a step back and rein it in a little bit.
Yeah.
But this is your lesson time, and I feel like I don't want to waste your time.
Okay.
Unless you're genuinely fearful.
Yeah.
We can do this all day if you like. I mean, it's your lesson.
I think whatever I do...
He's back.
Yeah, okay. I was like,
He does that. He's like, did you forget about me?
Yeah, I think I need pushing out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
I think I'd cling to little roads
I'm happy.
for 10 lessons if you let me. Get nowhere.
I'm happy to take you out of your comfort zone, but I am your, I'm your armbands, okay? You're not in the ocean unaided. I'm on your arms and I'm letting you float.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you get more confident, I will deflate them slowly over time, but I'm here with full support. And I obviously have pedals in the vehicle should I need to use them, and if I do for whatever reason, honestly it's not the most common thing in the world, but it does happen. Please don't feel bad, don't beat yourself up. We just talk about why I had to use them and what we can do next time to stop it from happening again. Yeah? Are you happy? Alright, I'm going to give you good directions in good time, I promise.
Okay.
I will talk you through the first few junctions with regards to stopping, although you're stopping beautifully. I don't know if you need any help. What would you like?
I'm happy to just kind of go for it with, guide me through it and see how we go.
All right. Good.
Deep breaths.
Deep breaths. So, when we get to this first junction, it's a way away. How much help do you want from me?
I mean, just kind of talk me through like when to put the clutch down. Is that sound silly? Just
That's absolutely fine. All right, I can do that. Okay. When you're ready, then Hannah, we're going to move off. I've even got a camera on your feet. You've got foot So it's like a seesaw. You keep lifting it up, lifting it up.
It's a bit. Oh, sorry, Jerry.
No, it was fine. We're going to turn left at the end of this road. Good. So you're going to use your brake first, and then you go down on your clutch. Bring it to the lines and pop it into your go gear, which is what? Fantastic. And when the coast is clear, you set a little bit of gas and you continuously lift up that clutch. Well done, really nice. This is lovely. Hannah, you did so well.
I hadn't expected, but I don't want to jinx it.
It's going beautifully, really, really nice. Well remembered with a clutch there, very good. And again, back into your go gear, and remember it's very gentle, the two have to move together. Don't let anyone pressurise you into hurrying up, so keep lifting that clutch up, well done.
Yeah, I need to learn to ignore the people behind me.
Definitely. You've got some L plates on the car, so if that's not a good enough message to everybody else, I don't know what is.